Now then guys, welcome back to another episode on Euro Truck Simulator 2. Right, we have just literally slept, so it's now time to find another job. There's me because I've completely lost my words already. And what have we got today, guys? That's kind of where we didn't come from there, but I really don't fancy doing that job, to be honest. Where does this one? The problem is they're all taking us kind of the same direction, and that's not something I was really wanting to do. Let's just have a look on the externals, just out of curiosity. Like something like that might be better. Wow, that's a bit. No, all right, that's a little bit too long. 21,000. 21,000. So let's just go back this way and go 25,000, 24,000. As daft as it sounds, I think this is the way to go. I think we're going to have to go back into Sweden. Nothing is kind of heading where we need to be, but I think it's more to do with mileage than anything else. So if we head towards, if we head back in, although I've just been in Sweden. I've just come from Sweden. Estonia's an alright idea, but it's taken us kind of in the wrong direction. Now, I know we haven't really been anywhere up here, and there's a lot of places left to explore, but there are still countries like Belgium, Netherlands, Denmark that we haven't even been to, and that's kind of where we want to be. We want to be heading, really. So if we maybe do, that's only 260 miles, wrong direction. I do apologise if you can hear my dog in the background. She's basically saying she's just eating a dinner, and now she's telling me that her dinner bowl is empty. She's a little sod. There are some really good jobs, but there is just nothing going where we want to, kind of in the direction we want to go. So if we don't go up to Sweden, we're going to be out of luck. I'll tell you what then, we'll do the Sweden job of 442 miles. Not really where I wanted to go. It does unlock us a new town in Sweden. I will give it that. It unlocks somewhere new. So yeah, we'll go and get that done. I mean, I'm just gonna go and quickly get some fuel though while we're here, because this needs to be done. Now there are other options that we can do on this series where we could maybe I could already have a job chosen. I could already have a full tank of fuel, you know, full night's sleep. But I like to sometimes choose them on a recording, just because at the end of the day you guys can see the decision making. Oh, I should have just gone down to the bottom.
Turn left.
Wasn't. Whoa, wrong side of the road. Wrong side of the road. Wonder if anyone can tell I've been on Farming Simulator this morning, driving on the wrong side of the road.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Oh, it's a green light. I was about to stop. That is a green light for us. Right, 13 miles of. I think we're going to go and pick up exactly where we dropped off, which, to be honest, I think is not a good idea. But like I say, I'm kind of. It's not that I'm out of job. We want a decent paying job. That's the problem. Now, we do technically have enough money to buy our worker a truck. I think if you look in the store, you are talking like a base model truck of like Iveco, maybe the cheapy man truck, maybe the cheapy daft truck, something like that. So I do now believe we are in a position to buy ourselves a worker and a work truck. The problem we've got now is choosing what we want for the worker. You know what I mean? I'd quite like to try the new man truck that's come out, but the problem with that is that's a lot more money than we've got right now, and we just don't have that kind of money right now. Not without getting another loan on top, but at least then we could maybe put a worker in this truck. That's all I'm gonna say.
Keep left.
So we need to decide what we're gonna do worker wise. Yeah, this will be quite a biggish job, to be fair, considering. Yeah, last night's video, guys, it was uploaded in SD quality. YouTube was taking forever to do anything, guys.
Get ready.
It was meant to be a 3-hour upload. That turned into 5 hours. So that was my internet. Actually, I think it was more like 5.5 hours. Which means my internet was clearly bugging out like it does. And when I say it bugs out, what it does, guys, is like if you're, say, uploading or downloading, whatever you're doing. Just say you've got 20 meg, like what my upload speed is. But what'll happen is it'll just start going to like 2 or 3 and not moving off that. You know what I mean? So it probably starts like going super slow, and yeah, it's just basically becomes unresponsive. So yeah, that's kind of why we don't do any live streaming at the moment.
Turn right.
That and the fact that I do tend to play Apex just off my YouTube videos anyway. Right, let's get into this yard.
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Your route guidance is now finished. How very polite and snobby of you. No, we can't do the second job. The second job is a bit too far. To be honest with you, this is too far to go, but we'll get a bit of speeding on the way. The problem I'm gonna have is all the roundabouts. I think we're gonna go back on the roundabout road again. Although no, we came from Finland, didn't we? Not Sweden. So yeah, a bit gutting that way. We're going to be heading, you know, back to a country we've already been to, when we've got a lot left to explore. I'm trying to get to like Amsterdam. I'm trying to get to Belgium. I'm trying to get to Denmark. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get to those parts of the of Europe. To be fair, I'd have gone to Eastern Europe more and things like that, but yeah, it's just not happening at the moment. Everything seems to want to keep us around these jobs, and
turn left.
That's kind of just keeping us away from other new destinations, really. So there's not much we can do about where the jobs are taking us. We're not going to take the worst paying job just to keep,
get ready to turn,
you know, just to head in that direction. Now, I don't mind taking a medium size paying job to do and to go somewhere new.
Turn left.
But to take the worst paying jobs that there is just to go somewhere new is not worth it. Right. So we've got 611. What the hell were you doing, boss? I thought you were turning right. Yeah, we've got 611. Why are we just stopping in the road? Apparently that's triggering a crash. Apparently that's triggering a crash off that brown car there, or that grey car there. Jesus Christ. I won't mind, but we've got to be stuck behind this bus, because I think this bus is going to take the exit off the motorway that we're going to take, which is not good for us. Oh, maybe not.
Keep right.
Yeah, the AI traffic on this game just sometimes sucks.
Exit right.
I do really need to change gear, but I don't want to. We're keeping high revs, but we were losing speed. We're losing speed again. So once we start gaining our speed back, like 43, we know we're getting good speed there with the high revs. So we're going to do that. We're going to keep ourselves nice and talkative, I reckon, during this episode. Again, just like yesterday, guys, you will have to forgive me for little muty patches. I am still suffering with the hay fever. Yep, still got the chest pains that the hay fever and stuff's bringing. It's so obviously a little bit of a tickly cough that's drying my throat. So yeah, it's problem I've got is we're like hay feverers. If I turn around and say, right, I'm not doing a video because I'm feeling slightly under the weather, the problem would be is I would not make a video for possibly weeks. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like we could, you know what I mean? I feel like we're still pretty good to do videos. It's not like we've got COVID, do you know what I mean? Like, oh God, when we had COVID, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that made us ill. Now, if I was like seriously ill, I'd put a comment on my farming YouTube channel. Now, I have to put a comment on my farming YouTube channel, guys, because I don't have access to a community tab on the trucking channel. We don't get that until we get 600 subscribers. We can't apply for a YouTube partnership for better upload processing times until we get to YouTube partner, and that wants 1,000 followers or 1,000 subscribers, and it wants us to have 4,000 watch hours. Now, I'll give it one thing, guys, and I do massively appreciate everybody who watches the video, because the watch hours are slowly going up, and obviously at least it's going up. That's all I can say. We had a bit of a weird one the other day. We didn't have many, you know, we had a bit of a quieter episode, but you know, I don't expect everybody to, you know, to like every video, and yeah, I'm sure there'll be something someone doesn't like about something. Trying to just keep a little bit above the speed limit. Let's try and keep that about a 60 and see how we go for speeding. I say we got to make a little bit of time up, guys, before the ferry, and obviously 60, it's only a couple of miles an hour over the limit. No one really minds a couple of miles an hour over the limit, especially when you're talking like 56 to 60. It's hardly noticeable, to be honest, but for us, time wise, it is. Now, I'm just going to leave this on the screen for a couple of minutes, guys. We are once again moving medical equipment. I think we are the professionals in medical equipment moving, basically, because we do seem to move a lot. We're going to Jopongin, however you want to pronounce it. We're going to the GNT drop-off depot, and we've got to have it there by 1:34 on Tuesday. Wow, that is not a lot, guys. That is not a lot. We need to sleep. This is gonna be late, guys. This is going to be late.
Keep left.
I can tell you now this is gonna be late, because that's like, oh no, Tuesday. No, it's alright. It's gotta be there Tuesday. I'm looking at the wrong one. If you look on the bar at the bottom, guys, I'm looking at the one on the right. It says Monday 2:25 in the afternoon. That's actually when we're expected to arrive, not when we're actually meant to. The time and day right now is Sunday 9:10. I was going to say it's a bit bright it's a bit dark for 2:24 in the afternoon. So yeah, that's me reading the wrong one. I always do that. I always read the wrong one. Yeah, that is we've got plenty of time. Right, I'm going to take that off now. We've had chance to read it. I've had chance to read the wrong side of it and misunderstand it, like always. Guys, would this even be my channel if I didn't get something wrong? You know what I mean? Yeah, 515 miles. Now, we've got about 170 miles of that by ferry. So we do need to just try and keep making up a little bit of extra mileage as much as we possibly can. And this, for me, is I feel like a good speed. We're making good time, making a little bit extra time on top. Traffic is a bit traffic's a bit annoying at the moment. Can't pull back in yet. He's over there. Although if I pull back in, yeah, I'm going to have to pull in, mate. You're going to have to move. I have got a junction coming up and I don't want to miss it, to be honest. Right, 56 miles per hour. Let's keep that there. Right, we don't want... I nearly turned off there, guys, thinking that was where we needed to be. I am not I am not the best driver again today. I've never claimed to be a professional. I've just claimed to be a massive fan of the game, and I really do like to play this game, so
keep left.
Yeah, the Dragon Lady, guys, she's still in bed. She has had a hectic week at work. Like a super busy week at work. We were up quite late last night. She came home, we had a little chat, you know, about a day and things like that, and we had some food. We watched the new John Wick film, watched the new Super Mario Brothers film, went to bed around about 12 o'clock last night, which is probably one of the reasons why I'm a bit late recording today. I normally start about 8:30, it was more like 8:45-ish today. Well, 16 minutes basically. So yeah, about 8:45-ish really, 20 to 9. I'm a bit late, and about 20 minutes later recording today. But yeah, she didn't have a good night's sleep. She was restless. But I weren't even going to attempt to wake her up to ask her if she wanted to join me for a little convoy today. It just wasn't. Yeah, I didn't want to disturb her, to be honest. Don't want to poke the bear, shall we say. Don't want to poke the bear, need her to stay where she is. Right, that is the end of the motorway, so we're going to have to be dropping some speed soon. There we go, we'll drop 6 miles an hour in speed. We'll do that through the cruise control instead of pressing the brake. Wow. Right, there we go, 31 miles per hour. So this is going to take us back from Lithuania into Latvia, if I remember my flags. I should do, or my son will shout at me. Yep, there's Latvia. I don't think we need a check on this one. I think we're still pretty good with this one. But yeah, we need to try and get back onto double lane. So we can try and make up some time again, because being stuck on a single lane carriageway is not going to help us in the slightest. We've gained approximately 15 minutes up to now on our delivery time, which I don't think is too bad at the moment to have made that kind of progress. You think about it, we've only just managed to do what, about 100 now? To be fair with you, actually, we've done more mileage than we think. Down to 447 miles, 170 miles of that is... Yeah, so we're technically in the 200s already. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. This is what we're talking about. Double lane. Even though we're speeding a little bit, I just want to get past this lorry. I've got no problems being in traffic and things like that. It's just... I'm trying to make a little bit of good time up.
Straight on.
We lost a couple of minutes due to going through this area, so now I'm talking like a couple of minutes on what we've already made up. So as you can tell, you know, we've got a little bit extra to try and get our, you know, to try and complete.
Go straight on.
Every light has been perfect though, it's been on green, and then the final one that we've got an issue with is here.
Turn right.
I am. I'm gonna turn right when it lets me. Right, there we go. Of course, I've just stalled. My first gearing over the last couple of days has been quite shocking. This would have been one of them times, if we weren't pushed for time, I would have driven into this town. Ah. Oh dear. I nearly drove to a red light. I didn't even twig that red light was there. Yeah, this is one of them times where I, like, normally if it was like a live stream I would have driven through this little town. Plus there's a rest place, there's a garage there, and but yeah, I don't feel like we've got enough time to do that, to be honest. So we shall keep going.
Keep left.
Oh,
and then
we are turning.
Turn left.
Okie dokie. We can cut that corner. We know there's no cars coming, there's no lights on the road. That's good. Let's get some main beam on. I don't think we've had any main beam on. Not very often we get time or even chance to put main beam on. It's completely usually filled with traffic. Yeah, there's some main beam, guys. We've got some main beam. Now, we haven't got any extra lights on this truck. None at all. Maybe, I tell you what we'll do. Maybe, when we've completed this job, maybe we'll have a discussion about maybe getting a loan. Now, I didn't want to get a loan for a truck, but I'm thinking that maybe for a little... There's a brand new man truck come out to the game. We can't get that man truck. My skin does not work for that truck. Right. I'll have to drop that down to 54 mile an hour, otherwise we're just going to be speeding too much. Hopefully it goes back up to 56 at some point, but I'm not expecting it to go up at all, to be honest. I think this part of the world is 50 for the trucks, which is a shame because we really need to make a move. I'm just going to double check that. We've got 6 hours before we have to find somewhere to rest, so we've got plenty of time. Ooh, a little bit of stuttering there, guys. A little bit of stuttering. It was quite a big bit of stuttering, but it didn't last for long, so it was only a little. It was a big little stutter. There we go, a big little stutter. Yeah, I believe we've been down this road already before, because we've been in this country a lot. This country's not really that big, to be fair. At some point, though, we do need to try and head our way back over to England, though. We've got the Isle of Man to go and do, we've got Ireland to go and do, we've got Iceland to go and do, and that is our game at the moment, is to try and get ourselves back over that way. That was another reason why I wanted to go to, like, Denmark and Belgium and things, you know, and the Netherlands, just in general. So yeah, that's kind of why I was wanting to be that way. But I suppose at least we're kind of going in the right direction. We are we're still heading west. Let's just put it that way. We might be heading northwest, but we're still heading west. So at least maybe in the next episode we might be able to find like a Denmark job or a Netherlands job or something like that. You never know, there might be something that can get us on the ferry back to England. So hopefully soon there will be a way of us, you know, a way for us to get back that way. So yeah, I kind of want to show you guys Iceland, especially if you haven't seen Iceland on the game. Now I know a lot of people who do watch the series have played pro mods before. You know what it's all about. There's just some people who are relatively new and like, oh, I've never seen Iceland on this game before. Oh crap. Massively speeding, didn't realise. There we go. 4 mile an hour over the limit. Right, oh, we're at the ferry port. We're at the ferry. Nice. I know, because of the little broke up little red dots on the sat nav, that means we're at the ferry port nearly.
Get ready to turn right.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Turn right.
Come on. Turning left in a second. Yeah, we won't need to rest on this job, guys.
Go
Because this'll trigger the rest point. So yeah, we shouldn't need to rest at all on this. That is really good, because the ferry at 170 miles is pretty much
and then turn
should
left.
pretty much fill the whole rest, empty the rest bar
Turn
basically. Should be enough time. Beautifully done. Beautifully done.
Keep right and then turn right.
Yeah.
Turn right.
Beautiful. Yeah. All right, let's see what we can do now. I do like how there's a sleep trigger next to the ferry, but the ferry does all the work for you, so it's kind of a bit pointless resting. We've taken a photograph here before, so we don't need to take one here. I know yesterday's episode, guys, we did drive past one, but I didn't want to take the detour because we had a bit of a long episode yesterday. That's probably hard to read. Remember one thing, try and look at it from my point of view. Just at the moment, the longer the episode, the bigger the file, the longer it takes for me to upload it. That's my biggest issue at the moment. So yeah, kind of be warned with that one. The longer the episodes at the moment, the bigger the upload files, which then basically means, you know, the longer it takes to upload, but then it's also the longer it's taking YouTube to process. Like, I uploaded my farming video 5 hours after that one started, yeah, and it was done, it was on, it was ready super quick compared to the trucking one. So our main aim for this channel is we need to get to a YouTube partner level. That should help us with processing times. It won't help us with uploading times, but processing is usually 1 to 2 hours quicker per video. That's what I've found. If I put 2 files on YouTube, roughly the same amount of time, you know, length and size and things like that, it's 1 to 2 hours quicker to process. Well, that's a lot of time to save, you know what I mean? That's a lot of time to be able to save. I did tell you, by the way, guys, our sleep bar would be full, would be empty again. But we don't need to stop to rest, guys. We don't need to stop for fuel. You know, remember we've got that extra 5% fuel economy now due to our skill point. And we're going to make some really, really good time once again now. Although I am speeding at the moment, I didn't realise. So oh, there we go. We've just hit a 40 zone. That's perfect. There we go. 4 mile an hour over the limit. That seems to be a good time. Oh, we've got 206 miles left. So yeah, that distance was about 170 mile, I think, by ferry. That's not too bad at all. But yeah, I'd love to pull into this town here, unlock the dealership, things like that. But again, we're not really in a position time-wise to do that.
Keep right and then exit right.
Our aim is to basically visit every city, unlock the roads and buy every garage. And ideally I'd like to fill them as well, but I don't know how long this series will go on for. Like I was explaining yesterday, I'm just in a position at the moment to be blessed to be able to spend a lot of time doing YouTube. That might not be the case once we buy a house. You know, I never ask for people to support. You know, the option's always there though. If people who do, you can support the channel, for example, by becoming a YouTube member over on the farming channel. Again, we can't do it on this channel because we don't have a YouTube partner. So, but I always would, if anyone did want to, I would always recommend going to Patreon. So if anyone ever wanted to support the channel, if you can do it as a one-off payment, for example, a one-off month subscription if that's what you want, or you could leave it as your, you know, it is technically a recurring one, but a lot of people that I've spoken to in the past do it as a one, you know, they just do it once and then just cancel it, you know, after it doesn't come out again. And I massively appreciate that kind of support. I always have. You know, we are, you know, I'm currently blessed to be in a position at the moment to... This is where I went wrong that time. I remember now. We went right instead of left. I remember that. That was that detour that time. It added like 100 miles on. Oh, that was like 5 or 6 episodes ago. And I was like, I've gone wrong. And David was laughing at me. I wouldn't mind, but I could have gone through that town. That town we were talking about just then. We could have actually driven through it, unlocked it, because we go in one side and just come out the other. Oh, that sucked. Could have actually done that. Right, 4 miles an hour over the speed limit is enough for me. So 54 miles per hour. But yeah, like I said, those are just options out there. I never ask for it. You know, there may become a time you know, at some point where I might have to stop doing YouTube because I need to go back out to work. So who knows? But yeah, it just kind of letting you know that I will do the YouTube as long as I can. I'm just just can't guarantee I can do it forever. You know what I mean? If I was big and popular and could earn the money some of the big YouTubers make, that'd be fantastic. I'd sit and do YouTube all day long, like I do now, but I would do even more. I'm just not in a position to be able to do that. But I won't be soon anyway, especially when we buy our house. Money is going to be tight when we buy our house. Just because we've got to renovate it over, because, you know, you want to put your own mark on a house, you know what I mean? You can buy a nice house, but you still want to put your own mark on the house, you know what I mean? I know the Dragon Lady wants her own new kitchen, she'll want her own new bathroom, do you know what I mean? We are buying, as much as we don't need it, Dragon Lady's adamant we buy a 4-bedroom house. Just because that's the Dragon Lady. But basically, once the kids are grown up, that's going to give me a dedicated game room. So I can just go in that room and game and... Yeah, do you know what I mean? It'll be nice, because then I can soundproof it up and stuff and stop echoes and get even better quality sound. Like I say, I'm trucking. We just have a little chit chat about, you know, what real life stuff, basically, don't we? We just have a little chit chat about what we're gonna do in life. Right, we're gonna have to go into this lane because they're all travelling at 50 and we are doing 54. So we are gonna make a little bit of time over on these. As long as we don't have to turn off anytime soon, because there is a lot of traffic coming up here. Whoa, we got the lightning back. It's fantastic, it's the lightning on this game. Absolutely fantastic. Still stay in this lane a little bit longer. There is some traffic behind me, but they can just wait. Paid. Is that our loan payment? Not that. I'm thinking, is that our final loan payment? I'm sure that's our final loan payment, guys. I'm almost sure of it. thing is, we'd have more money if we didn't have a loan. But the loan did help us get this truck, you know, it did help us get a used truck to begin with. We've earned some serious money on this game. You don't think about it, but yeah, alright, you know, we got a loan and we got a used truck. That was just to get us in our own truck. That wasn't anything other than just a genuine case of getting us away from quick jobs. But now, you know, once we owned our own truck, you think about it. We owned the Iveco, we used the Iveco to buy the Renault. We then went from the Renault to this MAN truck. That's some serious money spent. This MAN truck was brand new. I know the Renault wasn't, so the Iveco and a little bit of money got the Renault, but the Renault earned us some serious money with that Renault. And then when you think about it, the money we've made on this truck, we've done 8,204 miles in this truck. Now, I know Richard and David, especially David's going to come along. 8,000 miles, I do that in a week. I can hear him now. I do that in a week. Well, guess what? We're not as big as America. Well, yeah, if you travel 8 hours in Texas, you're still in Texas. You travel 8 hours in Europe, well, what was it? I used 13 hours from where I live to Germany by car. Do you know what I mean? That was like through a bit of France, Belgium. You know what I mean? You're talking several countries there. And 8 hours in Texas and you're probably still in Texas. To be fair, in Texas, if you travel 8 hours by car, you're probably still in the same town. I only know Texas is big because I had a couple of members when we used to do the Minecraft stuff, or live streams. But a couple of Texas people in the community. Yeah, we don't tend to do Minecraft anymore. I don't mind a bit of Minecraft, just you know, like if you're not feeling well but you want to play some game, you want something super chill to play, I'd quite happily go in a cave and start mining for a bit. Takes your mind off feeling ill, but like if I'm feeling proper dreadful ill and I play Apex, you think about it, right? You've seen me rage at the AI traffic, right? You've seen me rage and get really frustrated with the farm sim workers. Now imagine me being ill and playing Apex, you know, a first-person shooter game. Yeah. Do I need to say any more? I'm just laughing because I already know the outcome of how that ends. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's a bit sad at the moment playing Apex because I've got playing with a guy called Raven again. You find him over in Discord. We like to play ranked together. The problem is Raven's now got his own business and he doesn't have as much time to play anymore. And he's like 2 levels below me. He's like 2 tiers below me. He's like silver, and I'm platinum. And I know he's been working pretty hard to try and get to gold because I'm platinum. You can only play 1 level above each other or below each other. So like platinum would be gold, gold would be silver, and he's like mid silvers at the moment. The problem I've got is he's pushing for gold so he can play with me. I'm about 500 points away from hitting diamond, and then we can't play again, and he'd have to go up a whole 4 levels just to be able to play. So Apex at the moment, it really is difficult. And I know people are going to be like, oh yeah, but Matt, why don't you just not play ranked? It's all about ranked. It's all about ranked. It's all about ranked. Now, when it does come on, we do sometimes play a bit of like duos, a bit of trios and things like that, but it's all about ranked. Ranked's more of a competitive. Like, I'm like a diamond level player a lot of the time. The last thing I want to be going up against is like the #1 predator, the best player on the game, in like a pub's lobby. You know what I mean? When I'm like a diamond player, I want to play people around my skill level to try and improve. And yeah, I don't just want to go against one who I know is going to kick my ass. That would just be frustrating. Oh, I just realised. Right, let's just lower that down to 54. There we go. We've got 30 miles to go, guys. So yeah, we are kind of at that time limit. It was it's going to be a fraction longer than usual, but nothing major. I do love using my farm sim controller to be able to do, like, look, wipers, windows. You know what I mean? It's fantastic being able to do it. Lights, hazard lights. You know what I mean? It's fantastic being able to do that without having to figure out and remember what keys it is. And I just kind of know where everything is on that keyboard, and away we go. Right, there is our destination. Sorry guys, just having a little drink there and it ended up being on a corner. But yeah, this is our destination town, not very far to go at all. So I'm kind of going to say now, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed the drive. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Hope you've enjoyed the bit of chit chat. You know what I mean? I do massively appreciate everybody. I do appreciate massively, actually, everyone who comments about stuff, you know, throughout the video. And you know, I reply to as many as I can, or I at least put a little YouTube love hearty thing just to confirm that, you know, it's just basically to say that I've read it. I don't like to ignore anybody, because sometimes I don't know what to put as a reply. That's what it is.
Straight on and then turn left.
Right, we are going in here apparently.
Turn left.
Yes, we are. This should be quite a good park job, to be fair. We should be able to get that in. Yeah, I do love delivering to these this place. It's a relatively easy park. It's always on this end. Oh, they put a little barrier there. I normally like drive here on that angle. They put a little barrier there. Look at that. Little buggers. That's going to be more awkward for me to park. I'm going to have to do this in third person, because I'm going to struggle otherwise. There we go. Let's just get that there. Let's just go over there like that. Beautiful. Now we can go back in first person. Stick our head out the window. I do prefer to do it like that. Like you know, you wouldn't stick your head through the window, would you? Then again, won't put anything past David. Yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this episode, guys. But yeah, that is our destination. 442 miles by road, 17 hours 25, 282 litres of fuel, and that amount of XP. So yeah, look at all that XP. Beautiful. But yeah, let's just I've kind of wanted to I've got a mod, an Iveco, I think it's, no, it's the highway. I like this highway, this one. I do genuinely really like this one. Oh wow, I've actually got enough. If I traded in, I'd have enough money. I don't quite have enough money right now, but if we go on to custom configurations, obviously we've got some options now. Look, Iveco, we can go up to 560 brake horsepower on the engine. We can go to 6-speed retarded gearbox, because I do find that helps me out a little bit. We've got we'll go for the European one. Look at that. Look at that dashboard for an IV car. I really do like that one. We've got paint job, which would be this one. Now, there is a bit of an issue with this. Look, if you look here, you see just there's a bit of an issue. It's a little bug in the game, apparently, and it's very easily cured by basically clicking the mirror to paint plastic paint. Or just clicking off that. And then if you get back in the truck, look, it's gone. Mental, innit? But look at this IV car. I really like this IV car. I've never once driven this truck at all. I've never driven it. And I'm thinking maybe our workers should have this IV car truck. Air conditioned items, if we wanted to put anything fancy in here. Minions. Bye-bye. Banana. Look at that. Ambient lighting if we want to have some lighting. You know what I mean? We've got some really nice little options in here, guys. Yeah, let me know what you think to this truck, because I'm actually, to be honest, a really big fan of it. I'm just going to add some tyres to it and stuff, just to get an idea of what it's going to cost us money-wise to get this truck basically working how we need. There we go. That's a better one. I prefer the stock one. Stock 2 over that. Don't need anything like that. Look at the trucking on the back. I really do love this truck. I think this is absolutely fantastic truck. I really do. And we've never driven this, so it's maybe time to drive something new again. So yeah, let me know what you think. I'm just seeing what things might, what things might cost. I don't like that over there. I meant to put that one over here. Oh, I don't have the option with it. Well, like I said, let me know what you think, because we've never driven this. It would be approximately £158,000. We've got 135,000, so that means we could put a worker in the man truck. We could drive the IV car for a little bit. We can always buy and sell trucks later on, so that the workers have all got the same one. But yeah, let me know what you think we should do truck wise. If you think we should drive something new, it's also a bit of an upgrade. Now, all I'm going to do off recording, guys, is I'm going to go to the repair shop and I'm going to give this truck a bit of a service. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, hit the like button. It would massively help me out. And until the next episode, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hopefully see you all in the next one. Bye for now.